moving from Anthony Fowler at middleweight to another middleweight who seemingly went under the radar for many when I put this one out, asking who's had a success. Savannah Marshall did not get a single mention, which is an absolute disgrace. Despite the lack of, I want to say, profile probably of women's boxing, if you are just looking at it, she is probably pound for pound one of the best fighters as a professional from that 2016 squad. 11-0. I'm not going to read too much into that in terms of the level of competition she's faced or hasn't faced, but she has done absolutely everything expected of her as a professional. And there are many female boxers who can do that. Anyone with a sort of decent amateur pedigree, because of the relative lack of depth in the women's sport at the moment, these records can build themselves very, very quickly. There's no one Savannah has faced that I've expected to pose any problems, and that is down to her ability. That is a credit to her and what she brings to the professional ranks. As a professional boxer, a professional female boxer, Savannah Marshall sets herself apart from her peers. She not only has the skills and the style to pose problems to anyone in the world, she also has the power as well. It sounds very basic and very crude just to differentiate a fighter on that, but when you are in a division, and this could be heavyweight, this could be lightweight, this could be featherweight, this could be whatever, whether it's male, female, whichever division you are boxing in, if you are bringing genuine knockout power and excitement to your fights, that is going to help build your profile, that is going to help build a following and create a bit of hype around you and generate huge amounts of interest. Now, been a bit of a promotional sort of roller coaster with Savannah, similarly to Joyce actually, which I didn't mention in his little section, but there's sort of dotted around the different promotional entities, being on a few platforms already, despite having very few professional fights. She seems settled now as part of the Boxer and Sky Sports link. Obviously made an appearance on Soccer AM quite recently to sort of help boost her performance, not performance, but boost her profile. And I did say earlier on that I was just going to stick to things in the ring. So I am going to do that. But the reason I mention these sorts of things in the publicity outside the ring with Savannah is because her performances in the ring warrant that. I think she could be the shining star of the female sport. Katie Taylor obviously has done huge amounts for that in recent years. I was going to include the Irish in this, but I thought I'll leave it out just to avoid a bit of trolling accusations. Don't want to be tagging the Irish in with Team GB and British Boxing Blog. But Savannah is well positioned to take over the reins from that. Obviously, there's a huge clash on the horizon with Clarissa Shields, someone she beat as an amateur. That one seems to have a bit of momentum now with Sky Sports. So bringing bringing Shields over to box. I no doubt that Marshall will be there ringside, something, getting involved. They'll have something to do that to try and generate it. I think that's a huge fight, and if Savannah gets that signature win on her record, then that'll elevate her to an A+. But for now, I'm going to settle with an A for Savannah Marshall.